Okay, we're gonna go over the barbell back squat now. So Dan's gonna give us a demo. We wanna pay some special attention here to the setup of the squat and to three principles I wanna look at in particular. So this squat can be done a whole different bunch of ways, like depth, that type of thing, but these three principles should really help you to make sure that you're doing it correctly for you. So let's have a look at the setup here first. So Dan's gonna jump under the bar. So we want to make sure it's a really tight, strong setup before you unrack it. You should be doing this before the bar's unracked. So this is going to be what we'd refer to as a high bar back squat. So the bar's sitting right across the middle of Dan's traps here. So it's not sitting up on his neck and it's not sitting too far down. It's sitting right on top of his traps, right through the middle. His grip, generally the closer we can get our hands, the tighter we can get our back, but it's going to be dependent on your shoulder mobility. So basically the way that you should be grabbing the bar is what gets your back the tightest. So your shoulder blades should be clamped right down and back. All of this area here should be super tight. So this should almost be uncomfortably tight here in your upper back. All right, looks good. So Dan's going to unrack, standing up, taking a couple steps back. Now before he squats, he's going to get a really big breath and brace on. So this is sort of the first principle I want to focus on, that he's staying tight through the core and that he's squatting down, keeping his back straight. So let's have a look. Let's get Dan, give us 3 squats here, Dan. So how low should you go? You should go as low as you can that your back stays straight and the squat looks nice and strong and tight. If you're rounding out through the back or your heels are coming off the ground, you know, that's no good. Good, one more, man. Big breath, brace. Cool, nice, good. So we're saying that the second principle I want to look at is to make sure that when you squat, the bar should run right through the middle of your foot the whole time. So basically where your bow and your shoelace is sitting, that's where the bar should move the whole way through. So do another 2 for us, Dan. So having a look here, we're looking for this straight bar path up and down in that midfoot. Once more. Nice, good. His back's nice and tight the whole time, his core's nice and strong. And that third principle, with our feet, the big toe, the little toe and the heel should have even weight through them the whole time, even weight distribution. We should be nice and strong through that area of the squat so that our heels aren't coming up and obviously our toes aren't coming up as well. That's it. One of the other things to remember while we're squatting is that our knees should be tracking over our toes the whole time, as far as we don't want to be down. If our feet are turned out this way, you know, that's okay. There's going to be different discrepancies person to person of where our toes should be. So I'm not going to tell you where to face your toes. As a general rule, start with them slightly pointed out and see how that feels. But it's important that wherever our toes are, our knees are. So for example, if we're in the bottom position, our knees should be here, tracking over our toes. They shouldn't be, you know, too far out, tracking right out this way. And they shouldn't be in like this either, right? They should be tracked over our toes the whole time. So if our feet are facing more straight, that's where our knees should go. If our feet are facing further out, that's where our knees should go as well, right? So just have a look at that with Dan here. When he squats down, we can see his feet are slightly pointed out and then his knees track right over his toes the whole way through. Awesome.